All right, folks, another DLC character, another video that I record at like 3 a.m. To be fair, this came out a little earlier than that, right? This came out at like 4 or something our time, but I've just been out all day. So here I am. This voice actor fellow, I believe, and also avid fighting game player. He got early access to Galleon, and apparently he shows off some of her moves, some of the frame data, some of her combo trials, stuff like that. Obviously, we have the big stream with Gallion, which is going to be, I believe, this Monday at like 2 a.m. or something like that for me. So that's going to be a lot more with a preview of her and the update and everything. But hey, man, they put a grappler DLC in the game. I'm going to be sniffing after every little piece of information, every little piece of news I can, right? So I have not watched this yet. A bunch of people sent this to me and they were like, hey, you should take a look, and I certainly will. So yeah, let's see. It's gonna be all in Japanese, I think, so we're gonna do our best to parse just visually. But let's see here. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Sure. Showing some of her colors. Okay, so I mean, immediately, right, just in case, guys, this was something that I kind of mentioned offhand with the character trailer. It's like, it didn't look like Gallion moved very much. In fact, in her trailer, in her gameplay trailer, she did not move at all. The one that came out like, a week ago or something now. So she can move. Good news. That's a big confirmation. Obviously, I mean, I will say, like, the idea that like she couldn't move at all or something did seem pretty crazy to me. Like, that would have been a very bold design space, to put it nicely. She moves. I will say, immediately, she doesn't seem to move super fast, right? Like, if that's her dash, like if that's her dash speed, that shit is pretty abysmal, right? If it's a rock speed, then. Okay, so this is... I'm sorry? Okay, so that's a 30... What special is that? I want to take a look at the special icons here. That's a special move, right? Yeah, so that's like her neutral special. Presumably the medium version, is because medium versions, like, usually, like if you have specials, it's like the light one is kind of like fast and maybe more minus, the medium one is slower and plus, and the EX one is maybe both, like fast and plus or something in cases like this. This is a 30 frame special move that's also +4 on block, and it kind of vacuums in. That's nice, right? Because I mean, assuming... I'm going to be pausing a lot, by the way, I apologize. I'm seeing this for the first time, and we're not going to watch like all 15 minutes and then kind of go back to it, right? So I'm just going to pause as interesting things come up. Like, assuming Gallion is a grappler, which she certainly seems to be. I don't know if she has any reactable or unreactable command grabs. The one that I saw in the trailer, the sort of like the hands, looked like it was like 20 frames. We'll see. Hopefully they do it here, and we can actually see the real in-game frame data for it, right? But assuming Gallion has an unreactable command grab, then like that 30 frame +4 sucks you into the range of the command grab, presumably. It's really nice to set up for the 50-50, right? Far L, I guess? Actually, that was 8 frames? I really am going to like hyper-analyze this because I'm very curious. That is 8 frames. Either that's for Far M and the animation just looks kind of light, in which case, sure. Or she has a really slow Far L. We can't... 28? Nah, 28 frames total? That's a Far L, right? I feel like a lot of Far Ls are like 26 frames and 6 frames to startup. Like if I go to Ladiva even, for example. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. What is Ladiva's Far L? Far L is 6'3". Oh no, it's 17. Yeah, no, that's much more. Ignore me. Yeah, it's much more in line with the Far M. Okay, so that's just her Far M probably. I was like, did she have a really slow Far L? So that's probably her Far M. Never mind. There's no input log, which is kind of unfortunate. But anyways, let's see what else is here. Oh, I cannot. If you speak Japanese, congratulations. I can't read this at all. What's up, big guy? I like his little. He's got the glasses that like they have like the little dip down. He's like an anime character or like an old man or something like that. Gallion, my absolute goat. I'm gonna, just in case he shows out, we're gonna listen to this. Fine. I can't understand much of it. I just came back from Japan. I didn't learn any Japanese. Gallion. I see that. That's Gallion. And at the back there, I don't know what like the kanji in the middle, and like the little parentheses there says. Yeah, no, it's Japanese subtitles. Wallahi, I'm cooked. Yeah. That's also Gallion. Gallion, right? That's also Gallion, right there. That's true, that's her dragon form, it's her SSBA. Shit looks awesome. Wonderful to see the full animation here. I gotta respect the app, right? I mean, bro, it's, I talk. I don't even have the pre-release footage, and I still talked like a minute before I unpaused. So I gotta put respect on my goat's name. Sure, color 1, color 2 immediately is certainly an interesting color palette, but I mean, you know, when you're hot, you're hot. It doesn't matter what the color palette looks like. I like that. I like the sort of strawberry pink hair. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh no, I mean, I think she's just hot, but like I like a lot of the color palettes that I've seen so far. Oh, big fan. The weapon presumably will change the staff, right? All right, so let's see. Let's get into let's get down to business to defeat the Huns here. See what we got. So far, we're 2 minutes in, and the video's 6 minutes long. Whoa, this is a thing. What is it? This is new, is it? Like the little legend here that tells you all the inputs. Alright, so let's see. So this is the command grab, right? This is like a command grab special. It's back? Oh yeah, I mean, it's got you see the grab symbol right there, right? That's a similar icon to what... He's got 2 of them, actually. I believe... So that one, that like sort of forward grabbing hand right there. I just got reminded of the right hand rule. Is it the right hand rule in physics, magnetism? It's 3 a.m. Okay, I'm out of my mind. But yeah, that's the icon that Diva's SPD uses, like her normal command grab, right? And then I think that like sort of this one is the icon that her air command grab uses, and it's also the forward input. And presumably, I think this probably functions as her reversal. So I think that probably is her air grab that we've seen. Okay, so yeah, backdash. Decent looking backdash, normal looking backdash, right? Maybe a little. Is that her walking around the slides? Sorry, I'm getting notifications on me. Oh yeah, my friends are asking if I got home. 1 sec. Let me turn off my notifications too. It's 3 a.m. I'm not trying to wake anyone up. Oh fuck, sorry. Ah, yes. my bad. Listen, I might. Maybe I'll cut that up. I want to take a look at her walk speed. Can't think. It's hard to tell. We'll see a little bit more, but because that's her forward walk and her back walk. It looks more so. Wait, what? That's not a. What is this? Those normals? The special move icons aren't lighting up, right? These are normals. What the? Is that 5U? That's the grab. Is that back special? Yeah. So that is reactable, right? Like that looks. Presume that's like, you know, close something or other into command grab. Circle, right? As I say, it's press circle and then do it. Circle, presumably like heavy by default, right? So that little spray. Does that mean? Oh, hold on. Because the thing says press circle and then press back on R1, right? And that's what he does for the. So presumably, does he have a plus on block close H? Is what I'm maybe seeing. That's really nice. That's very rare, and it's not even that slow, right? Like, that did not look like a. That's not like a Versuja close H or something. I don't, man. I don't know. Something about Sarete Iroto. I don't got it. I'm sorry. If only I could read. I don't know any kanji. I can read hiragana and katakana, all right, but kanji, like I know almost no kanji. I might know no kanji. I think I know the one for Moku, but... So what is this? Square. A square or circle earlier. Maybe that was her close L. Maybe, hold on. Sorry. We're gonna be going. No, that's circle. I thought maybe like the pixels there weren't enough pixels. I couldn't tell the. So yeah, maybe she has a plus on block, like fast close H. Would be very nice for her. So what is this? Triangle into. Oh, R1 so this is the medium. It is the medium version, right? The like 30 frames plus 4 on block that we saw earlier. Yeah, she's plus, so then that's probably close L after, or it says probably close M or close L to frame trap after because you're plus 4, right? Sure. That basically tells you that it's plus on block. I'm not gonna try and skip too much here, but if he's just. Also, what are these? Like, what trials is he? These things, I only ever see combo trials. Like, these are like, that's less of combo trials and more of like, huh. Oh. People were right, huh? Yeah, people were right. The ground slam is 5U, right? Because X, again, if you think about X on a controller, it's the bottom button. which I believe in the default, I've switched my control scheme around for what is like special and block and grab and stuff, but I'm pretty sure my buttons are the default buttons, like the face buttons. So X should be the bottom button on the controller, aka U. So yeah, that slam is 5U. And then, yeah, wait, yeah, and the air grab is forward and special. Yep, sure. So the slam is 5U, that's the... So what's the last special then? What's down? Is that the Meteor? Oh, this is the same one, right? This is auto combo into the slam. I feel, brother, I can't do combo trials when I'm recording either. Suddenly that shit's impossible. Oh, is it that? No, that's the light version of that medium guy, right? Yeah, sure, okay, fine. He's sticking on this for a while, I'm not entirely sure why, let's see. He's saying the air grab can't hit people on the ground, presumably. Makes sense. Again, very similar to Diva. In that way, right? Or like Basaraga's medium command grab also is an air grab. She can go 2L, 2L, 5L, it's a good sign. It means her lights aren't like fundamentally fucked or anything like that. And then this is the heavy version of the thing we saw earlier. Ooh. Okay. And then it combos into the U. Oh. It's not a lot of damage, big dog. But I guess it's because it's starting with 3 lights, so it's pretty heavily scaled. Right? That U skill does nothing, is what I'm surprised about, right? Because U skills, if you don't know, have minimum scaling to them. They can only do, like, if you hit them raw like that, especially. So basically the way it works is supers can do a minimum, so the minimum scaling in the game normally after 7 hits is 20%, right? For like regular normals or stuff like that. Right? The first 2 moves do 100%, the third one does like 70, the fourth one does 60, fifth one does 50, something like that. And by the time we get to 7, it's 20%. 7 and onwards, or 8 and onwards. U skills, well, supers can do a minimum of 50%. SBAs and SSBAs, no matter how long your combo is, your super will always do at least half its damage, right? So if it does 4,000 damage baseline, if you're SBA, it'll always do at least 2,000. And then if you technical input it, it goes from 4,400 baseline to 2,200 minimum, right? SBAs, a little bit more, or SSBAs rather. U skills have a minimum scaling of 40%, right? This is assuming they're done raw. U skills always have a minimum scaling of 40%, but if you cancel into them, they take another 40% like multiplicative penalty. Basically, they do 60% of their original damage, no matter what the combo scaling is, if they get canceled into, right? So then it's 60% to 40%, which I think ends up being 24%, I think. Point being, that's just a little, we don't need to talk about the exact combo scaling math in the game right now, but if you didn't know, now you know. That was a raw U skill, so it was doing, no matter how scaled the lights made the combo, the raw U skill should be doing 40% of its base damage. And I mean, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe he didn't technical input that, so like, but like, boy, that did nothing, right? Like, that did nothing. So either this is a really low base damage U skill, which is kind of strange because there's no follow-up, right? It's not like it's like a hit and then another animation or something. So either this is a really low base damage U skill, or something with U skill damage and combos has been fucked with a little bit in season 3, or not season 3, season like 2.1 and patch 2.1. I don't know. Hard to say, but that was a notably low amount of damage on that. Okay, the point of that whole damage scaling rant is to say that like just the reason that did so little damage is not because there were 3 lights in the combo beforehand, right? There's a minimum damage they can do. Regardless, so that's a nice. You know, wait, did he get a refund there? Yes, he did. Okay. That's a nice. You know, it's a nice confirm. I assume it looks like it hard knocks down them, right? You see down right there, so it hard knocks down the opponent like right in front of Gallion, right? Maybe it's not the most damage because it just sets her up back into her sort of ideal situation, assuming she is like a 50-50 based like grappler type character. Though again, the only commander I've seen from her so far is reactable, so I'm a little surprised. Her looks reactable, and I'd love to see the actual frame data on it. So that's the combo again, yeah, and it puts them down right in front of Gallion. This is different. This is in the corner, so this thing wall bounces. Yeah, so wall bounces anywhere, but in the corner you can pick up off of it, and that is her close H, by the way. We just see right there, circle, circle, circle. And her close H, they told her to command grab after, so it does make me think that shit is plus. Or maybe it's not plus, and it's just like it has a lot of recovery, and therefore canceling into the grab. You know, I don't know. We'll see. then okay, so pretty basic combo, right? Auto combo, wall bounce, auto combo, super. You got to see this crazy ass SBA where she licks her lips at you. Always a partial, no matter how late in the day it is. I'm always partial to that. Bonk. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there you go. God damn. Never gonna get tired of seeing that. I'm gonna tell you that for free. Okay, so what now, fella? What do we got? Again, I haven't seen any of this. All I was told is that he goes through a bunch of different Gallion stuff. Yeah, that's the little push attack, sure. I don't got it. That's the name of the move. That's the same. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's describing the move, I guess. And this one looks like it's just like a like it's like your pretty average sort of. Oh, 16 frames -2. Interesting. It's a little bit further. You can meaty with it. It looks like a little bit. He hit on 17 the one time. So this is probably just like a resource. So he gets to get a knockdown. It pushes him away from you or something like that. I mean, maybe you can use this as like some sort of frame trap or something. It is 16 frames, right? If you cancel into this out of something, maybe it could frame trap. Medium version is plus on block, and it's 30, so it's a frame stealing, like a turn stealing move, right? Think of like Sora's 2-2M is the biggest thing that comes to mind, where it's like a slower reactable version of the move. But you know, if you just sit there and take it, he gets an extra free turn for no cooldown. So I presume that, yeah, in the same way, if they are just randomly mashing expect in the medium one and you do a light one, you can probably, you know, counter hit them, and at least, I don't know if you get anything off it, but it's something. Oh. Oh, the heavy one is also +4. And is, I would call that nigh unreactable. 18 frames, I mean, there's a big orange glow, there's a visual cue, there's maybe a sound cue with like the orange glow. But I would call that, you know, that is a nigh unreactable plus on block potential combo starter as well. Okay, that seems like a good. Oh, no, straight on. Okay, 15. It was only 18 from far away. It was 15 up close. Okay, I mean, yeah, 16 is, like, I would say 18 frames is the edge. Like, that is the actual real edge for 99% of people. Below 18 frames, like 17, you're not, like, you're never reacting to that. But even if you're like looking out for it, it's gonna hit you more, like way more often than it's not. Damn, okay, so that heavy version of that punch seems really nice. Seems really nice. What was that frame data on her normals? -6 on the far end? Okay. She has a low 6xm. We see right there. That's nice. Low 6xms, I think, in general, are better than the overhead hitting 6xms. There's like some nuance. You can like steal some rounds with the overhead 6xms and stuff like that. But the low ones are always nice. It's just like a quick burst option if someone's trying to run away in neutral, right? You can just like always knock them down, get some plus frames, right? Go from there. He's +24 off that 6xm, it looks like. Because she's +6 after she does a backdash, which is 18 frames. Okay, so he didn't show the U version, but the EX version of that, like, punch, that seems really good, right? Combo starter in the corner, just, you know, like, +4 is like a really meaningful amount of plus frames. Potentially could go into, you know, if she has, we'll look at the command grab in a second. If she has an unreactable version of that command grab, maybe the EX or the U version, then, like, you know, potentially goes into 50-50, can play around with like the medium version to steal turns. That seems like some good range on it, right? That seems like a solid ass move, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's as like a neutral special. So this is the air grab. Lots of recovery on whiff, but I mean, be careful. Don't whiff that shit. Oh, there's the medium one. Okay, so the medium one goes way higher, right? Light 139, medium one was 54 total. Yeah. So the medium one reaches way higher, and she's in the ground. Ooh, she's in the air for longer. The heavy one, does it always do the rock after? Or can you choose not to? Looks like it always does do it, right? I see. And she's plus a lot after the rock, because he backdashes and he's -2, so he's like +14 or something. Oh, and it combos off the 5U. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna mean that she, like, bare minimum, always has like a decent mid-screen conversion, right? Even fully resourceless. If she can go like auto combo 5U into the heavy air grab or something like that, she'll always have something. At least mid-screen's good, man. Mid-screen's important, and like passable resourceless mid-screen, we'll always take that. Oh, the Meteor. So yeah, the down is... How long is the lead time on this fucking Meteor? Looks like it's there forever, and they can just walk away from it, right? But I guess then you are at least denying portions of the screen, like even without hitting them with the Meteor. The threat of the Meteor is a big deal. I want to see the command grab, man. He's saving it for last. He's a good YouTuber. He's keeping me engaged. He's keeping my watch time. Is she putting multiple down? Sanbankai. Put 3 with the heavy version? So there's the light version. Oh, Oh. Wait, okay, how many times could he cast that? So he did... It looks like every time he casts it, it gets bigger. So he did once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Okay, indeed. Okay, looks like it stops at 4, right? Wait, how long does it take to... Do you decide when it drops? Oh, wait, it buffs the command grab? Because I have to imagine the command grab doesn't normally do 3,700 damage. That's a lot of damage. Command grab does 28, that's still pretty good. It looks like when you land the command grab, the Meteor buffs it. That's what I can figure. I wonder if it gives you better Oki as well. I'll plus a chi off this. 29. Okay. So it looks like the Meteor... It looks like the Meteor only comes down when you grab? Oh, baby. You got that. So that's not a JU. People are saying that's maybe JU. The attack you never want to dodge. That's just the air version of the command grab. The command grab's air, okay. Gotcha. I mean, that's a nasty little... I mean, Gallion, like, jumping on, on you on wake up is just like a 50-50. Like, if he's, like, jumping... if he delays it, like he can either do like a JH, like it depends on if is this like an air stall? Is it a little bit of an air stall? So like, can she do like a JH safe jump? Say she gets like a +44 knockdown, right? Can she like jump and do a JH safe jump, or like at the very last second, like just hit you with the air grab? I guess because that's where throw. That's never mind. Grand Blue has already priced this in with throw invincibility on wake up. I got excited for a second, but no. Is it a bit of an air stall though? I mean, a little bit, maybe. 29 frames though, yeah. They were just not going for the command grab? Wait, what? Did I miss the command grab? What happened, man? Did I miss the command grab? I didn't skip past the command grab, did I? I don't think so. Let's do meteors. Combo trials? He's got to do the command grab, right? It's like the one move that I'm the most interested in. Is he not allowed to talk about that or something in the preview? It's slide head? No, it doesn't hit full screen, gotcha. Oh no, but you can... That's 18 frames. You can hold it to make it go longer? Oh. Wait, it does no damage? You said damage 9. Oh wow, okay, even when it hits him, it does. Is it the uncharged version? Oh, the charged version has more range, but still does no damage. Okay. So this is just slide head, but it knocks them into the air instead of knocking them down. Temkin, slide head from Guilty. Oh, I see. Okay. So the meteors are triggered. They land when you command grab or when you 5U so far. I think we saw the 5U trigger the meteor in the character trailer, so that makes sense, I guess. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just okay. So the U version immediately drops a meteor on you, no waiting for anything. 1600 damage and a knockup. Probably a combo. Oh, she's plus. You see that? I saw that. She's plus like 76. Oh. He's plus 75. Yeah, I don't know what she can do with that, but I mean, I assume you can do all the meteor set play stuff when the opponent's down, right? So you just go cast. Wait, how long is an individual cast? This becomes important now that I know she has a plus 75 move. How long is an individual cast of the meteor? Let's see here. Not this. Here we are. Also, you only did the light version, I think. 30 frames. Okay, she can get like 2 off, and then get like if she does this to like end the combo or something, she can go Meteor and still be plus 15, right? Which is pretty good. Okay. I assume, by the way, the medium version or the version, I think it only shows one version there. I assume they either take longer, but like it looks like the Meteor is a 4-stage thing, so they either take longer, but they like move it up like 2 stages or 3 stages or something like that. Or like the U version, maybe the heavy one at least like drop something immediately. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like a Percy flame charge or. This is the air grab. Yeah. We were just here. We do the U Meteor at some point here. Oh, I think I've gone too far. Here we are. Slide heads. It triggers the Meteor. Then we drop the U Meteor, and then we're plus 75, and then everything is amazing. Yeah, I mean that. I imagine you're still plus 75. Maybe you're not plus 75 if you're an airborne opponent. So I imagine this could be a combo ender if you want this all of that frame data, and I'm sure there's something you can do with it. Right? Okay, command grab. Talking about the command grab, please talk about the command grab. That's like that's like the one. You're not talking about the command grab, are you? Oh my god. What happens with her leg? Holy sh! Bro, what the fuck? Her leg bends so far. She's flexible for real. That's the light version of the smack. That's true. What is this? Jump heavy? It's a cross-up button, whatever it is. Seems like a pretty. Ooh, I guess it's like a pretty reliable one. But she's like, do you see that? She's like -5, hitting Gran in the head. Okay, so it's a pretty reliable cross-up button, except for the fact that it's like minus all the time. I mean, maybe this is me being, I'm historically very spoiled by Ladiva's air normals. It's like you hit her JH and you're like plus 17, even if you hit someone in the head. Pretty sure that jump normals aren't supposed to be like punishably, like -5 is punishable, right? This is punishable. He didn't go over the command. Am I stupid? He didn't go over the command grab. He went over, the punch, right, and all the versions of it. He went over the air grab. He went over the meteors. He showed. Okay, wait. He showed the command grab. The frame data on the light command grab, it looks like, was 21. Yeah, 20. So that's certainly react. By the way, I did in fact count it right in the YouTube player, so that makes me feel good. Didn't show the command grab, man. That's. I guess we'll have something to look forward to on Monday. I'm so curious because it's. I'll talk about it at the end. I'll talk about it at the end why I'm a little. I'm very curious about the command grab, right? RM, yeah, low hitting 6/6M, not bad. It's a nice RM. He used air grab to get out of the corner. I don't know about all that, but 6/6M, yep. 6XL. The 6XL looks like maybe not the it's not like a Catalina or Belial 6XL from the looks of it, but sure. He's beating up on the bot. Godspeed. Galleon. Sanderphone. No, the Sanderphone. No. Oh, it's got little Gallion plush. That's very cute. I didn't notice that. I was trying to read the characters in Sanderphone's name. Yeah, he hasn't shown us the U versions, a lot of the skills. I mean, I guess he probably had. Oh, you can grab people in the air. Okay. Bro, wait. That does a lot of damage, right? I mean, a good amount. It's like at least a throw. Okay, sure. He's not showing us the U versions, a lot of skills. He's not showing the command grab. Again, I assume there are restrictions on what he can show in his early access. Perhaps he even mentioned that in Japanese at the start. I just don't understand. Set up the plus 75. Oh, it popped. It pops the Meteor as well. Is it bigger? Like, even though the U skill immediately calls down a Meteor, does it get bigger or do more damage the further along, like, the 4-stage path you are? Maybe. Oh, you can combo off it too? Okay, that's nice. So that's a nice mid-screen extender for her, right? Auto combo into U Meteor launch and, like, continue it. Oh, never mind. Well, that's a crumple. Oh, that's the extender. Yeah, fuck the other one. What the? And he's definitely not, like, they're crumpled for long enough there. He could definitely go, like, he could run up 6XL or, like, just continue with, like, you know, he's got lots of time there. He could definitely have 6XL, then continue with an auto combos. Oh. Ooh. Wait a minute. Gallion might have some pretty nice mid-screen, man. I mean, I guess she doesn't have like she has kind of an awkward like, ender if she wants to like end for carry with no meter. Because a lot of the times when I judge characters mid screen, unless we're talking about like Versuja or Ladiva or something, the characters who just get, or like, yeah, I mean, Catalina gets really good mid screen, but not usually completely resourceless. But even then, with like I guess with the roller skates and stuff, right? I was talking about characters that just get like really just absurd mid screen resources most of the time for 95% of the game. I like to, like, if I say a character has good mid-screen, bad mid-screen, whatever, I like to think about what they can do with 50 meter, right? Like, if you give them one U skill, they get one U skill, right? Because 2 U skills, if you're spending 100 meter or, like, getting 2 refunds, if you're getting 2 refunds, if it's like, if they can get some way to hit, like, 2 raw U skills and basically spend 50 meter for 2 U skills, that's privilege. Sure, that counts. But, like, with 50 meter, what's the mid-screen they can get? And Gallion being able to get, like, I mean, the U version of this, she might be able to do, like, a worse version of what Catalina does, right? Like he here does it off auto combo, that U version, but he does it here, right? I have to imagine you can go like far M into the crumple, right? Or like far H into crumple, or far L into crumple, right? This is the exact shit that the Catalina can do, right? Catalina hits you with any button, and then she goes U fireball, and you crumple. And then, to be fair, Catalina has, I was gonna say Catalina has better carry than Gallion from there. I mean, it's still probably true, but I mean, I was gonna say she has like an awkward way to end resources if she wants to spend 1 meter. I completely forgot about her 5U, man. Like, say, for example, Galleon hits you, like, 6XL into auto combo, into crumple, right? Into run up, like, close HU. Assuming she has that much frame data, it looks like he's got a lot of free time here, right? It looks like he's got a lot of free time as Sandalphon's crumpling. He just chooses to far M and, like, cut it early. But assuming he can close distance, which is an assumption. If you can then close distance, like close HU or something like that, or 6XL at least, and then like, continue with another auto combo or something like that. Auto combo, 5U, H air grab, right? And the combo like that, that's gonna be a pretty decent amount of damage and presumably a pretty decent amount of carry too. I don't know exactly what the H air grab looks like, but it should be a pretty fucking solid combo. Like it immediately, Galleon seems to me like she has good mid screen, at the very least good mid screen. Maybe she has great mid screen. I don't know, but even from what little we're seeing here. Jesus, they went crazy on the jiggle physics. I lost my train of thought. She's so hot, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a gooner live on camera here, but what do you expect? But mid screen's important, man. Mid screen is really one of the things that's gonna separate your great characters from it's because everyone in this game pretty much is gonna get pretty good reward if they hit you in the corner, right? But if you're getting good reward, or at the very least good corner carry, sometimes both, like high damage and high corner carry is where you really start to get into like the insane shit, right? The insane mid screen. If I like lose a neutral interaction to you with your back to the wall, it makes your defense better too, not just your neutral, right? Like if I have you in the corner and you just get like a stray far L or 2L on me or something, I take like 5,000-6,000 damage and I go to the other corner, that it feels really bad to even run offense on your ass. Like when I'm supposed to be in my best situation, I have you in the corner. The risk reward is not as skewed in my favor as it should be, right? This is why it feels so frustrating for a lot of people to fight like Versuja or Catalina or something, right? Because Versuja, like you have Versuja in the corner, not only does she have 17,000 health, so the risk reward is already a little bit more weighted in her favor, but like you're fighting Versuja in the corner, she has her stock up, right? She hits you with like a 2L on your way in. You like tried to go in for a throw or something and she guessed correctly, right? She mashed on you. You eat a 2L, 5L auto combo, U, right? 5L auto combo, like the U Anitya, right? 5L auto combo. By that point, you're at the other fucking wall, right? So then she does like the H Lariat, scoops you up. And then she does far H, Nimbus, far H, Pillar, far H. You take like 7,500 damage and you get sent corner to corner. That's Versuja. Versuja is the character with literally the best like mid-screen in the entire game, besides maybe Nier, actually, funny enough. Nier doesn't really carry you that far, but the damage Nier can do in the mid-screen is pretty nuts, and very hard for a lot of characters to match. Nier basically creates her own corner, right, with death. But rambling aside, if Gallion can do something like that, not as good as Versuja, but if Gallion's gonna like far L you into that U fist crumple or something like that, and you're gonna go like 80% of the screen and take like 4,500 damage, which seems reasonable, though the fist itself still seems like a low damage U skill to me. Play that right now. But if you can do something like that, that's already big check mark. That's one of the things that I look for in like a strong Grand Blue character. and that already seems nice. I mean, the fist move again seems really good. Her command grab, weirdly to me right now, is the thing that's stuck in my head as like a weakness. If she doesn't have an unreactable command grab, but I'm assuming that she maybe only has like the EX version. Like she doesn't have a resourceless unreactable command grab, because 21 frames is fast. You're gonna get hit by 21 frames a lot. But like as people get better, and also, I mean, it's not just reactions. Like once you have a 21 frame command grab, that does become much easier to like, you know, fuzzy jump or do other sorts of option selects too, because there's a much bigger gap between the timing of the strike and the timing of the throw. You can theoretically do that to Ladiva too, right? But the timing of the grab and the strike are pretty close to each other, especially, you know, depending on how the Ladiva player likes to do it. Point being, if Gallion does not have an unreactable EX command grab, it's going to be a little odd. Her throw becomes not necessarily as big of a part of her kit, right? At the end of the day, it's not a real 50-50 point, right? So that's why I mean, I guess the video's not over, but it looks like it's almost over. I don't think he's showing us. I think we're about done, right? Yeah, the thigh grab does not trigger the meteors. Sure, that's fine. 21 frames again on the regular command grab. Yeah, 21 frames. I mean, that's reactable, right? And there's a big like visual sign for that too. Meteors keep leveling up. What was that? Oh, that's the U command grab. So we see that. I mean, even this, right? Like, we go to the point where she actually slams down. Right, you bear with me for a second here. How fast is this? Yeah, okay, so you might be like, Brick, that's 11 frames. Broken, unreactable command grab. You do have to remember that a lot of U skills, when you look at their frame data, you're like, that's fucking unreactable. But there is a 15 frame U skill slowdown effect that universally happens. It's like the sort of, like that. Okay? Which is going to, like, realistically, it does make it a little bit easier to see. It basically doubles the frames, everything that's happening while that flash is happening. So I'm not entirely sure on the exact math on that, but, you know, at best case, it's like a 22 frame thing. Like, even though it's 11 frames start off mechanically, in the sense that your character is not going to be moving any faster, so you can't interrupt that. Visually, for the guy watching the screen, right? One, there's the gigantic blue flash, which again, visual cues and audio cues help a lot with reactions. And two, again, I think it doubles the first. So I think that's a 22 frame command grab. I don't think it just adds on. I don't think it's like 11 plus 15 for the slowdown. Maybe it is. Worst case, it's 26 frame command grab. Regardless, I think this in practice is still like it's going to be about as fast as the light command grab. Not like free to dodge every time, but still going to be reactable, I think. So I'm looking out for the EX one. If he just like randomly decides to do that here, that'd be dope. Really want to see what that is, but it doesn't look like. Ooh, okay, well there's something else. I mean, this is not too surprising. The fact that Gallion is like half zoner, kind of, not really at this point. Looking at her kit, not really, right? Like, okay, I'll take that back immediately. Yeah, like zoner, she's not at all, right? At best, some kind of like mid-range character with like the fist and stuff like that. But no, she's not. There's not a single part. Like, I'm still stuck in my head of like my assumption the Gallion was gonna be a zoner. So excuse that. But like as a command grab based character, the fact she's got a 6 frame light right there. Her close cell is just her slapping you. God, I wish that were me. Insert fucking Yami Yugi. It should have been me, not him. But she has a 6 frame light, right? So that's certainly not surprising, but good to know. Is that a 9 frame close medium? No, it looks like the second hit of her auto combo, honestly. Okay. Yeah. It's the second hit of her auto combo. Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna randomly hit the EX command grab and show us, which is a damn shame. Maybe he said something in this video about it that I just didn't understand, but visually he has not shown it to us at the very least. Arigatou gozaimashita. Okay, fine. There's still stuff in there. Like, I'm still, you know, I kind of like it from like this like a content perspective, like as a content consumer, because I'm like, ooh, I learned some interesting stuff, but I have so many more questions, you know. And it's like, I guess I'll have to watch the stream. I'll do that anyway, but like, you know, it does. I'm intrigued. I'm left wanting more. I mean, Gallion has a 6 frame light. We know how the meteors work, right? It looks to me like one of the biggest takeaways for me of all of this is that Gallion seems to have a bunch of actually really interesting like mid-screen options. Like if the fist is on cooldown for some reason, she still has that EU Meteor that bounces up and she can extend off it. Definitely is a worse mid-screen extender just because for multiple reasons. One, it launches them, which means the combo limit is going to start counting. Two, it launches them, which means that the 5U, the slide head, probably cannot be used to extend the combo from that point forward. But it's something, right? But presumably not your preferred combo extender on Gallion at all. And if you didn't know, you can use U skills even when the original skill is on cooldown. It's just that it's going to do half damage, and also the cooldown is going to be extended. Like it's going to be much longer. You normally when you use a U skill, if the skill's available and use a U skill, the cooldown's like a second, right? It's like use like a light or medium version or something. If you use it when it's off cooldown, you get more of like an EX, like 5-6 second style cooldown. So point being, you probably never want to use that rock to extend the combos, but hey, I think more so that rock is like if you don't want the damage and you just want to end the combo in the U rock, right, the U Meteor, and then you're plus 75. That's another big thing. Again, I don't know exactly what Gallion can do with that yet. I don't know what the other versions of the Meteor place look like. The medium one, the heavy one, I don't know what they do, but I'm sure there's got to be, at the very least, we can go Meteor and go 2 steps up, right? And it seems to buff the damage, and perhaps also, can I see, he was plus 29 after the full Meteor command grab. When he uses the light command grab earlier here, how plus is she? Ooh, is that plus 19? So plus 19, right? Huh? Yeah, okay. And I think, let me just double confirm from earlier, when the full Meteor was up, she was plus 29 off of it, correct? Oki. Where's the Oki Meteor? There it is. Did more damage and plus 29. Yeah, okay. So, and then it did 900 more damage, is that right? Where does he do the command grab here? Yeah, so it does 2800 damage for the light command grab, which is, believe it or not, more than Ladiva's, I think. I think Ladiva's does 2700, so that's interesting, but it's unreactable, obviously, versus a reactable one. That's a 2800 does a good chunk of damage on the command grab, and it does up to 3700 with the full Meteor, which, I mean, that's an SBA, right? That's a lot of damage. Now again, full Meteor is probably going to be hard to come by, but I mean, it does kind of look like if you ever give Gallion 30 frames, like she doesn't need to be anywhere near you, right? She just kind of like waves her wand, and the Meteor gets bigger underneath it. I'm not sure if it goes away on hit or something like that. This is not something that he tested out. I don't think we saw that in the combat demo either, but it's interesting. The Meteor buffs the damage and the frame data on the command grab, and it also activates when she does her ground pound, right? So yeah. Interesting. Like certainly I'm very excited to learn more about this character. She's kind of, I would describe her still, she feels like a bit of a strange design space, especially if none of her command grabs are unreactable. This character is a strange design space to me, right? It's like a set play with the Meteors, right? Like a set play grappler, but not really, because the grabs are all reactable, but they do a lot of damage, and she gets a good frame data off of them, and she's actually got surprisingly really good mid-screen, which is grappler-like, right? I don't know. I'll be honest, I cannot believe we've been talking for 44 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this down. Maybe this shit's just gonna be like 43.5 minutes or whatever. I think most of it was relevant. I don't know, you could be the judge of that. But yeah, super exciting. I'm very interested in Gallion. I like genuinely, of all the DLC, like her having a command grab means like, and like seemingly being built around it too, because like Beatrix has a command grab, right? But it's like a nice to have for her. Her having a command grab and seemingly being built around it. Yeah, this is my DLC, and she's hot as fuck. So I'm very happy to be able to get like a preview look here from this fella. Shout out this channel and this guy. I'm sorry, I probably should know like the name of the guy and stuff like that, but you know, he got early access to Gallion, man. He's chill, he's doing well there, but you know, there is the channel in the video if you want to go support this as well for bringing that to us. And yeah, 4 a.m. I gotta edit this video, man. I gotta go to bed. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.